Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to run through our very simple process on how to decide on the overall trend, how to analyze the overall trend and decide whether or not price is in an uptrend, a downtrend, or a sideways market. So in our strategy, which is what we're moving forward into very soon in the next videos for the entries, we only ever use the 15-minute and the 5-minute. Any strategy we ever have is always only these two timeframes. 5-minute is the entry, 15-minute is where we do the bulk of our structural analysis. Now, to decide on our overall trend, we come to our charts in the morning, open the 15-minute, reset it if you want to. I don't like it where people have their scale all messed up because that ruins it. So essentially just make sure that you are reset and your scales are as they should be, not messed up, because that will affect what you see. And open 2 to 3 days worth of data onto your screen. So what we want to do is, so for example, have our current day and have the 2 days before it. So this is Friday, the 5th of May on this chart. And I will also have, therefore, the 4th and the 3rd, right the way back to the start of the day before, this one, the 3rd, being right in this bottom corner, or right on this far left, I should say. With this is all the data we're ever going to use when we're analyzing our charts. So what we do from here is very, very simple. Is price starting in the bottom left and finishing in the top right? Is it starting in the top left and finishing in the bottom right? Or is it neither of those? If it is starting in the bottom left and finishing in the top right, as we can see here, we have an overall uptrend. It's as simple as that. We need to remember that. That is what we have. That's the overall trend for our current market and current charts. And it's important for us to know that because it will affect how we can follow the entry process. So this is step 1. That was, of course, an uptrend. I should note that it is rarer for us to see trends in the first place. It's much more common that we'll see sideways markets. So I will, of course, go through those as well. But let's go through an example of a downtrend as well. So let's come to the charts on Monday, the 15th. So it's important for us to do it Monday because we obviously have the Sunday break in there. And I wanted to note that Sunday is not a day that we include in this because there's next to no data. So it's now Monday morning. I've reset just to check I haven't got any scales mixed up like this, because that would, as you can see, affect where price sits. I now have 2 to 3 days because I've got the current day and 2 full trading days before, so the Friday and the Thursday on the chart, with the start of the Thursday over into the far left. Now, price clearly here starts in the top left and at current price isn't right down in the bottom, but if price breaks down, as we'll just draw it back to here, we can see is overall downtrend. Even when price was a bit higher up, it's still an overall downtrend. Now, that is again going to affect how we can take trades. And as you can see here, it starts up there, finishes down here. Just to draw the arrows, it's the simplest thing you do, because every now and then you'll have price kind of form a load of, if I draw it, will form a load of sort of structure over here and then go down here. So in this case, it started in the top left and finishes in the bottom right. But with the arrow, we can see it clearly doesn't generally follow that trend, because we had a big sideways and then we just had a sharp drop off. That can happen. So drawing the arrow at the start is useful. It will become like the back of your hand very, very quickly because it is very easy and simple. But as we can see here, price is clearly trending down. So that's important to remember as well, of course, because like I said previously, that's going to affect how we can take entries. Now, the most common though is you're going to have a sideways market. So for example, let's go with how I came to the market this morning, Thursday, the 8th of June. Okay, 7 o'clock. I've reset my chart. I've got the current day and then the 2 days previously on the charts. And clearly price is not trending up. It's clearly not trending down. Therefore, we class it as sideways. And this is what you will have the vast majority of the time. If in doubt as well, always go sideways because it's a safer way in terms of our entry process. So yeah, that's sideways. It is as simple as that. That is the only step you need to do, but it is key to remember at all times because it does affect how we can take our trades. So that is how we decide the overall market conditions or the overall trend. Very simple. Make sure you do understand this before moving on. I'll see you in another video.